So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So it's away we go then. Well, there is no one here, Jim, who's surprised to see Wesley Sneijder in the starting lineup.
Yeah, and I think they'll be looking to him to provide all the creativity again here. OK, he may not go box to box, and he is going to require everyone around him to do all the running for him, but with his skill on the ball, he'll make it happen. He'll pick them out.
That's a little off target.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Yaya Toure. And it's Sneijder. And Azar. Yaya Toure. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Ambitious ball here.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Now it's Eto'o. Oh, played right into his path. Tries from a long way out. Delivers the ball.
When it's delivered early like that, defenders just can't get themselves set.
Oh, shooting chance! Oh, that was wicked, a truly wicked effort.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he tried one of his specials.
Belletti. Pull it. Yamal. In towards the back stick. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. Kuching City, so far providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. And that is high.
I was expecting him to play it in until I saw his run-up.
Oh no, he's got that wrong. Pepe is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Sneijder. Lampard. And this is Eto'o. Eto'o! Pull it. Probing pass. No, that's been intercepted. Now somewhat off target. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And the shot!
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Rijkaard. And it's Gerrard. This looks promising. Sneijder. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Lofted it. A hit! And that's a sharp finish. It's offside, I think. Yes, it is offside.
The decision came a little late because the referee initially didn't see the assistance flag, but it's the right call.
Disappointment and relief on either side. Nothing doing. Piqué is pretty much the definition of the word uncompromising. Pull it. Rummenigge. Azar. And it's Yaya Toure. Lampard. Done delicately. Ibrahimovic is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation.
It's Asa! Yamal. And that looks a decent ball. And they've got rid. Kuching City have it back and can go again. 0-0, but nevertheless a very decent game. And here's Gerrard. Guardiola. And now they can clear their lines. Now it's Ibrahimovic. He's a sharp little ball here. And he can thump it away. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Lampard. It's Van Dijk.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Played into space. And the shot! That's another chance! He's delivered all right!
Surprise, surprise. Look who turns up to give his side the ultimate lift before the break. Now we can look forward to a hope.
And it's half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness perhaps the only things lacking. Kuching City finding themselves behind by just 1 goal at the break.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the supports have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. So straight into the second half.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. You know, go with intent and purpose. Let your opponents know you're not just going to quietly bow down.
Van Dijk. And it's Lampard. Guardiola is always scanning the pitch for targets. Now it's Hullet. Neither of these two want to come off second best. He has found the way through. Space for him to turn and look. Delivered with swing. Couldn't quite control it.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Oh, great leap! He doesn't look too happy with that.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
And he's hit it long. Eto'o might just make this. Still chasing the game, trailing by 1. Some resolute defending there. Tries to pass it through. Gerrard. Well, that pass isn't the best. Schneider. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball.
Sabah have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Schneider plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
We've not seen much from this team as a whole, Peter. OK, that's largely due to the way their opponents have approached it, but they can up their game considerably. And I mean...
Goes for the shot! Oh, cracking effort.
A good disguise on that, though. I don't think many people would have expected him to absolutely clatter it the way he did.
Substitutions taking place.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Pelé. And it's Schneider. Nice looking ball. And the counter is on, now then. And here's Ribéry. Ribéry will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Cleared away. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Rijkaard really struggling to influence the game.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
We expected better, and so did he. And he's gone looking for safety. Well, momentarily the situation was perilous, but his alertness has saved the day.
If you were looking at the shopping list...
Decent chance! Well, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but still very good quick thinking on his part.
Not the best distribution from the keeper. Van Dijk. And he can clear it away. Van Dijk. 75 minutes played. Oh, can he get onto this? Vieira does really well to win the ball there. Schneider. This is a promising build-up. Now it's Ibrahimovic. And he's there to get it away. Now it's Ribéry. He's found a way through. Ribéry gets his head on it!
Kuching City really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
On the field, number 7, Hazard.
No, flags up on the far side.
Number 19,
just fractionally late, but it's the right call.
A moment's uncertainty there, but it is the right call. Deep through. Oh, well played, well played. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Cross into the box. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Lampard looking for the chance to skim one in from range. Maldini. Cruyff! Oh, it's come loose. He's done very well to get to that.
That'll earn him a few high fives. Probably feels he could have been better protected, though. It's make or break time now, and they're all headed for the penalty box.
Marquez can get it clear. Maldini. That's a cute ball. Maldini is flagged offside.
Kuching City really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
That's an imaginative pass. Pepe cuts it out. Guardiola. Added time going up here. It's 3 minutes. Vieira. Tries to play it through. It's out for a goal kick.
Substitution on the field. Number 6.
Sabah have turned to their bench, and we're
Coming
going...
on the field.
That should be it. That will be it. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals, unbearable, sometimes unwatchable for those with a vested interest.
Please take some time out to give your support.
So there it is. What struck you most about that?
Well, you can never predict the results of these games, as your usual indicators like form become pretty irrelevant. It's a tough one to take.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters, who are ready now to perform. There's the whistle, and here we go. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, Cristiano Ronaldo. I don't think there's any doubt he's one of the best around, Peter. Probably one of the best ever. He's an incredible physical specimen and a phenomenal goal scorer. You can't question his commitment and determination either. He's always in peak condition, and he'll adapt his game to whatever role is requested of him. I think he's going to have a huge impact on this team.
Yeah, he'll be looking for a goal or two. Gerrard did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Nicely weighted ball. Oh, a gilt-edged shot! He's had a shot! All eyes on the referee. It's a penalty. Kuching City presented with a golden opportunity here. This to make it 1-0. 1-0, just one winner. Not much more than a formality.
That's a good penalty. Made the keeper commit early and set himself up for quite a comfortable finish.
Blackburn finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Kuching City leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Can he get on the end of this?
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Hasebe. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. That's good vision. He is through here. Oh, good effort. No, not the best of headers.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Blackburn are a team that take pride in possession.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. They like to be brave with the ball, get on it, have a go, Peter, try something different. They certainly have the players who are very eager to take that on.
Pele looking to be a menace in the final third. Maldini. They're back in possession and ready to go again. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. This might spell danger. Oh. Big chance! It's bounced back off the post. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
It's a promising position. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Impressive jump! Firm header just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
Cannavaro. Has a look and plays it forward. And that was nowhere near his best. Gerrard. Looking for the run. And the pass is intercepted. Hasebe. Quality ball. Piqué defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Adriano. Hasebe is the team's great visionary. Gerrard. And here's Cruyff. Cruyff tries to play it. There's the shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back.
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
Thuram.
Kuching City really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Cristiano Ronaldo. Always onto this. And he cuts out the supply. Piqué. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. Vieira. And here's the chance to counter. Great vision. Messi receives it in a wide position. Hasebe. Raul. Nagatomo. And that's another good win of the ball. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Vieira spots it and intercepts. Maldini. And it's half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
It's just been exhilarating, Peter, and leaving everyone wishing for a little bit more, but you'll have one manager now trying to exercise more control, so we can only hope that they go at it again in similar fashion.
Kuching City leading via the game's only goal, 1-0 at the break. The second half is up and running.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
And here's Cruyff. And this is Adriano. Adriano! It's a goal! And there's the goal they've been looking for. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Kuching City are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off the shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now at 2 up.
Tries to thread one through. Flings it across. That's a lovely, neat pass. Nicely aimed pass. Now it's Pelé, and he is dashing away. Blackburn have got it back, and they'll have another go. Ferdinand showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Now it's Messi. Can he get it through? Well, that's beautifully weighted. Cruyff gets flagged offside. Rijkaard did incur the wrath of the referee and has earned himself a booking in the process.
That dugout has had some relief at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Pass somewhat off target. Belletti. Messi going face to face with his great rival. Neither of these two want to come off second best. In by Messi.
Well, not the worst attempt. A little technical tweak should help the quality.
Gerrard. Ferdinand. And again they run up against stubborn defending. Cannavaro. Now it's Cruyff. Now, can they get him away? And he has been fouled there. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture.
Substitution on the field. Number 24.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Number 21. Adriano.
Oh, it's a vicious
Number
effort.
15. Ribery. Number 13. Gerrard. Number 19.
Makaleli.
Messi. Coming on the field.
And Nagatomo.
Number 17.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that
Number
really well
9.
and stopped it.
Neymar.
That's a cute
Number
ball.
8.
And Zola! World class from Zola! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! Back within one! They have them in their sights again! That is a diamond of a goal. The planning immaculate, the execution brilliant.
That is simply tremendous. I mean, how easy would it have been to get across it? Or
He's going for goal! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, I suppose he was being urged to shoot. Maybe the crowd will stay a little...
Oh, he's been caught on it here! Chance, surely! A collective sigh of relief from the defence. And we have our very first corner. And that has been cleared. And it's Belletti. Another corner. Any better luck this time round? It's their second corner of the game. He's rising! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Good play on the left-hand side here. And he's had it nicked away. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Oh, this looks sharp. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Yet another interesting duel, this.
He's got away. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Kuching City have it back and can go again. Thuram did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Maldini. Ferdinand.
Blackburn really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
And here's Bale. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from it.
Nice looking ball. It's a pretty loose pass. Now it's Yamal. Real chance! He's got away with one there.
Modern football for you. You get zero time to think on the ball. Take too long, and that happens. It gets pinched. Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
And this is Neymar. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. Zola, given the lift of his goal.
Added minute has been indicated.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And he's managed to get free. Takes a shot! And there's a goal! And right near the end, we have parity. Oh, whose goal is that? Big deflection. That's one for the dubious goals panel. Back to parity, and there's barely any time left.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now, the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another.
Mateus, and he's got away from him. Can he finish? Oh, and the referee says that that is it. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end, not for the want of desire, drive or determination. No complaints. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome, but we've had a...
So bring it on. Height, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So off we go then.
Well, Peter, if you're looking for a top-class left-back, look no further than this guy.
A seriously rapid Serginho. What can we expect from him?
Well, he's like a full-back, wing-back and winger fused into one. There's a lot of people who can learn a thing or two about the way he moves about the pitch.
Yeah, particularly the way he picks up those positions to gather goals and offer assists. And here's Lewandowski. Lovely feet. And it's Rodri. Nice looking ball. Brilliantly cut out.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Adriano. Nicely weighted ball. Lovely ball. And a chance! Big moment! Massive goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Whoever is in his chance!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. And it's Gerrard. Oh, it's come loose. That has been cut short. McAllister. Jupe. Iran couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. And he's going to be disappointed with that. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Back to the keeper it goes. Lewandowski. Lewandowski! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Punched away. And it's Serginho. Bruno Fernandes picks it up out wide. That's a decent clearance. And he can clear it away. And here's Lewandowski. Bale, very much a man of this moment. Cruyff. Great vision. Messi gets flagged offside. Nicely shaped ball. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Well read, nice interception. Now it's Cruyff. And here's Mbappe. Juve is onto this. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. Getting on for a third of the way through the game. Juve. Chance, surely! Oh, that was no routine save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Iran have their second corner now. Rijkaard tries to clear. McAllister! Well, that is rather wayward. And he's got away from it.
Iran always have been a side that are known for pressing, a style that's very high tariff, Peter.
But it can pay off big time, can't it?
Yeah, just about every top side are doing this now.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Duke was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Now it's Lewandowski. Can he get on the end of this? Rijkaard kept his eye on it, and he's there. Duke in the hunt and looking threatening. There's the shot! He's got a goal! Iran are level. Pressure, what pressure? He feels none of it.
Bruno Fernandes demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Can he get it through? And here's Mbappe. Chance here to counter. Bale. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. This is a promising build-up. And here's Lewandowski. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. That's put paid to the danger. And it's McAllister.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Searching pass he's played there. Saliba gets across to intercept that. And that brings the first half to a close. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. Well, Jim, they've both had their moments.
Well, it sets up a very entertaining second half, Peter. Who's going to make the first move, trying to win this, and how they might find a way to sustain good pressure.
Well, they've gone toe-to-toe for those 45 minutes, and at half-time the score is 1-1. And so the action is resumed. Iran needed that, they really needed it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Duke, who does have an assist to his name. Saliba. And Alexander-Arnold. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Bale. No way through. Bruno Fernandes. And he's intervened well there. It's a pretty loose pass. Iran are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Now it's Lewandowski, threads one in. Oh, well measured. Oh, well played, well played. That's going to go a long way. Gerrard. He's a sharp little ball here. And this is Lewandowski! Goal, Iran! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Just gorgeous, the most glorious, delicious of touches, followed up with an unerring finish.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
Substitution on the field. Number 13.
So we have movement on both benches.
Number 24.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Coming on the field.
McAllister.
Number 4.
4. Long time, excellent interception.
Number 17.
And it's Michel Platini.
Number 18. Mateo.
Rodri.
Number 11.
Oh, good read.
He read that really
Number
well and stopped
15.
it.
Stood up well to him there.
Substitutions taking place.
Now it's Lewandowski. Juke. And it's Rodri. Gabriel. Tries to pass it through. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Mateus. He's picked his way through. Oh, good ball. Saliba getting this one clear. Duke was only too happy. Kuching City have a free kick. And no surprise, that's a booking.
Substitution.
That is some save from De Gea. Cross from Maldini. Cleared without hesitation. Platini.
Kuching City really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Into the last quarter of an hour. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He has found the way through. Tries a shot! And he nearly went all the way.
Ribery can really show some outlandish skills, which is always welcome and obviously refreshing.
Substitution in progress.
So a bit of a revolving door here. Lots and lots of changes. And the break in play means they can now affect their change.
Yeah, they've gone for more energy up front. This is a clear message, Peter. Kuching City really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
That's a cute ball. Oh, nicely intercepted. Looking for the run. Oh, he's found support out wide. Messi. Platini does really well to win the ball there. Kuching City are running out of time and out of options.
Well, whatever it is, Peter, it needs to be drastic and quick. Maybe the late show.
And it's Michel Platini. Pull it. And it's made its way to him. He's got plenty of space out wide here. I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
Kuching City really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level. Pretty robust defending.
Vieira can so cleverly bypass the press. Cavani. Now, can they get him away? No, that's been intercepted. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Iran clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Hazard proves just a little bit too strong. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. And here's Messi. And it's Camavinga. Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. Mateus. He is through here. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. That's at the end. A game that is a tale of one that got away. A position of great promise they established, but they lost momentum, they lost intensity, they lost their lead, and ultimately they lost the game.
And now, please.
How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Punching City.